And
Okay.
yes, I think we can say hi to every one of them
Yeah.
for all the
Hello,
participants.
everyone.
Yes, my name, for anybody who doesn't know me, my name is Timo. Timo, I'm the head of sales at Tradimo. And on the other side, I got Matthias Deneke.
Yeah, hello, here's Matthias, and I'm responsible for the Tradimo trading account, real money account, and for some content and educational stuff at Tradimo.
Yes, when you're talking about your Tradimo trading account, could you please tell me the performance of the Tradimo trading account? It is real money, yeah? Is that correct?
Yeah, it's a $100,000 real money account, and in the first year, so from May last year to May this year, we made 30%. But currently, it doesn't look that great, so we are in a little tiny drawdown. But of course, this is part of the game, and we know to handle it.
Yeah, but the last 12 months, over 30%, it's really, really nice.
Yeah.
And it is possible, yeah, to get the sickness from you?
Yes, of course. Every premium member can get the signals for free.
Oh, that's very
And
interesting.
today, maybe I can tell you a little bit. So we had a spontaneous webinar this evening or this afternoon, and we made 5 trades this afternoon.
5 trades, okay. And in which products?
Most of them were in options and options on commodities, and only
Okay,
one trade in stocks in AMD.
okay, okay. Sounds very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, but you said that become a premium member and then you will get the signals from Matthias Zeneca direct,
Yes,
live.
in
Very
our
good.
Slack community.
Yeah, that's great. Good. So let's start here with the main topic. So our main topic is news trading. How? Sound like Redskin, yeah? How? Okay, good. Okay, let's start at first with risk disclaimer, yeah, because from the compliance right, we have to inform everyone that we took no liability to any news, to any information, to any signals, yeah, anything. We don't take any responsibility what you're doing here.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So let's start. Let's start with the news trading and how we can start with that, or not how we can start with that. So how we can use that for our trading. So I think to make the first impression or to show the people the content today, we go through the different kind of news. Yeah.
Mhm.
Second, how to use an economic calendar, and third point is preparing your day regarding news trading.
Yeah,
So I
absolutely
think
right.
absolutely right. Okay, so let's start with the first point: different kind of news. But before we start, I would appreciate everyone, yeah, after the webinar to, yeah, it's just only a remind to let to let Bewertung.
Yeah, to
Uh,
give us a review or feedback
yes, correct.
about this webinar. Yeah, we would appreciate it. Thanks.
Yes, yes. After the webinar, I would, yeah, we would appreciate if you could give us a feedback about the webinar, if that's good, if that's bad, if that's okay, average, or what you are missing to make it more better in the future.
And of course, you can also tell us what is great.
Of course, yeah, I would appreciate this. Okay, good. So very important is even if you decide that trading news events does not suit you, you cannot ignore them. Always remain aware of when they are due and how they could affect your existing positions in the market.
Yeah.
I know from the past, I'm in this financial industry more than I think 20 years. And from the news side, yeah, anything happened. Starting with the new economies, about the new economy in Germany, which has been bailed out. Then, for example, the 11th of September in 2001. Then the financial crisis in 2008, the bankruptcy of Lehman Brothers. Yeah, all of these news had got a very, very big influence in the market. And still, the financial crisis from 2000, or the bankruptcy from the Lehman Brothers, is still in the market still today.
Yeah. So everything what you can imagine can happen and will happen. So this is called Murphy's Law.
Yes.
And yeah, there are some really big surprises. So for example, the Swiss franc at January 2015, it was a big crash. Or maybe the Brexit or the natural gas last November in 2018. There are so many examples of big moves. And yeah, it is very important to pay attention to this event. Of course, we mentioned now a lot of events that you cannot expect, but we have a lot of news. These are regular, and you have to pay attention to this news.
Oh yes, and I'm in the opinion now today we have got a period of volatility that are only affected by news at all. You know, you told this like the Brexit, like the trade war between China and the USA, like the sometimes very strange behavior of President Trump. Yeah, about his Twitter messages, everything, and this affected a lot of the market in their volatility. Also, for example, the results of the election in the European Union last weekend and everything at this time. So news at all are very, very important.
Mm.
So let's come to the different kind of news. There are three of them: scheduled events, anticipated but unscheduled events, and unforeseen events.
Mm.
So we will describe it here on the next page what scheduled events, for example, means. These are news events that have pre-scheduled publication times that you are aware of in advance. This includes economic figures such as interest rate announcements that are published on a regular basis. This type of news is relatively easy to prepare for when planning your daily schedule. In the next page, we will show you some examples, and of course, in the second chapter regarding the economic calendar, we will show you, for example, examples of scheduled events and how to use them.
Yes.
Good. The next one is the anticipated but unscheduled events. These are news events that you know are coming soon, but you're not sure exactly when to expect the details that will affect market prices. These include political meetings such as summits attended by heads of state, for example. Or, for example, another example was, for example, last weekend, the election in the European Union. No one
Mm.
knows or knew the result of that, and everyone from the big parties were surprised of the results by the end. So these type of news events is more difficult to trade than pre-scheduled news, especially for short-term traders, because it is more difficult to decide where and when to enter positions, and any trades you may carry a higher risk. There is, of course, the option of staying out of the market entirely until any such news is eventually released.
Mhm. And sorry for interrupt you, Timur, but of course it is very important to know which news have an impact on your position or your trading style and whatnot. So, for example, if you are a grain trader, so you trade a lot of soybeans,
Mm.
wheat, corn, and so on, then of course these kind of news are not relevant for you. But then, of course, you have to pay attention to events like storage reports and crops and harvest and so on, the weather maybe. So these kind of news are relevant to your position. This is the thing you need to know.
Very good example, because when I started my career beginning of the 90s, I started in the futures markets, and the I was in the grains, coffee, sugar, and cocoa exchange, and everyone was expected the USDA report.
Yes, USDA, and then there's the WASD report, also important for grains, I think.
Yes.
Yes, and then there is a kind of report for crude oil and natural gas
Yes,
and so on.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes. These are typical examples of, yes, anticipated but unscheduled events, for
Yeah.
example. So the third but a very, very special one is the unforeseen events. These are new events that are completely unexpected, such as out of the blue announcements from central banks or news of natural disasters or acts of terrorism.
Mm.
These are by far the most difficult news events to trade, as it is impossible for you to actively prepare for their publication or impact. All you can do is react following the announcement.
Yeah, and these kinds of events, sorry for interrupting you again,
No problem.
you can also call these black swans. So very rarely and a big impact.
Yeah, you know what? The unforeseen events, I can remember it very, very good. It was 9/11, 2001. And
Mm.
it was on Tuesday. Yeah, it was a Tuesday, and the stock were closed about, yeah, in total 5 days with the weekend together,
Yes.
and it was really, really unexpected. Everyone was expected on the following Monday how market will open. And I can remember after the Dow Jones opened with a gap about 8% in the minus.
But the
Yeah,
recovering came pretty soon, as I remember, right? And 2 or 3 weeks later, everything goes down again.
yeah, correct. So on the next page, will you show some examples? For example, scheduled events, yeah, on the NFP shares, and unforeseen events, the Swiss market, Swiss currency, yeah. It was, I think, in the Swiss currency, it was 2015, yeah, or
Yeah,
2000.
in January 2015.
Yeah.
So there was a kind of crawling back between euro and Swiss franc. The cross rate between two currency pairs was 120 and not below.
Mm,
And suddenly the Swiss bank decided to let's go it as it is. And then it was a big, big, big down move. And a lot of people were hit it very hard.
mm,
And you can see it goes down in just one day from 120 down to I cannot see the numbers right, but it was something like 0.85, 485, something like
yes,
that. So
yes. It was,
more than 20% in just one day.
yes, it was below 90 cents, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it was really a hard day. And I can remember a lot of brokers went bankruptcy, like Alperi. Alperi was one of the famous one who went bankruptcy in that case.
And a
And
friend of mine became a millionaire that these days.
yes,
Really.
I can
It was
imagine,
an
yeah.
employee from Tradimo as well. So his name was Jack Inman. And of course, he's alive. A great guy. And he made a lot of money this day.
Yes, yes, I can imagine, of course.
And
Okay.
on the left-hand side, scheduled event, Timo already mentioned the NFP. NFP is non-farm payrolls. And
Hmm.
this is a regular event monthly, the first Friday in the month.
Hmm. Yes, and there you can see, yeah, this is a typical example of a scheduled events, yeah. But in the economic calendar, we will show in detail how can, yeah, for example, use these kind of scheduled events.
Hmm.
Good. Yeah, everyone who has got questions, please write it in the chat screen. We will answer these during this session as soon as possible. The webinar is recorded, so everyone who were not able to attend, we will upload these on the social sites like YouTube and Facebook, so you will get the opportunity to watch this again. Good. So then let's come to the next chapter, using an economic calendar. Always be careful when trading around news events, when figures are released, especially if they are considered very important to the market. Prices can become very volatile. Yeah.
Hmm.
Step one, set the calendar time. Step two, check the daily schedule. Step three, interpret the economic calendar. And step four, find out more about an event. A research, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah. So on the next page, we will show you a screen from, yes, about our big partner XM. Yeah, because they powered also these webinars with these contents and topics. So everyone who is interested, how does it look like, for example, the economic calendar, just click on the XM page, xm.com. I will also put the link in the chat screen where you can see the economic calendar, and where you've also been able to, for example, open a demo account or a real trading account. But let's come back to the economic calendar. So there you can see the 4 steps, yeah, in the screen. Very, very important. I know, for example, in the past, clients, they didn't change the time in the calendar.
Yeah. And then, of course, the event is at the wrong time.
Yes, very, very hard. So please take care in which time zone you are, yeah, and change or adjust the economic calendar in your time zone so that you're every time prepared or just informed live when the news is coming out, yeah. Especially when you have got open positions. This could be very, very dangerous if you have got the wrong time zone.
Especially if you're trading on a smaller time frame, let's say a 5 minute chart,
Yeah.
20, 30 minute chart, maybe even a 1 hourly chart, then it is very, very dangerous to have open positions doing these events without knowing it about it. But if you are a trader on a daily time frame, even a weekly time frame, then these kind of news are not that dangerous for you.
Yes, absolutely. So let me find out the link for the economic calendar from XM. Let me copy the link and put it in the screen so everyone can see. Yeah. For example, using this, for example, from our partner XM. So
And this link hopefully will be below the YouTube video as well.
yes, yes, very good. Yes, I will put it in there.
Cool, thanks.
Good. Yeah. Second step, of course, the daily schedules. You will see it on the left side of the screen. And third, of course, the interpretation. So, what are kind of news in there? In this economic calendar, you can also adjust this also in the impact. So that means which news has got a less influence on the market and which has got more influence in the market. So you can adjust this anytime. And of course, step four, the research. So, what kind of news is there? Where does it come from? And also on different pages to see what are the interpretation of them. For example, other independent news sites are.
And it is also very nice to have a kind of overview for holidays. So, for example, United States Memorial Day, it was yesterday, if I remember right. Then,
Mhm.
of course, it's good to know you don't need to trade something in US because US has holiday.
Yes, correct. And you know what? Someone told me if US has got holidays, there's a very, very I would say small volatiles or volatility in European or Southeast Asia markets.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so it is of course very important when the US has got holidays. Yeah, good. Yeah, if you have got questions, just type in the chat screen. We will answer this, yeah, as soon as possible during the session. And I think now we are coming to the next chapter after the economic calendar. Yeah, preparing your day. It's also very important. Before you start training, you have to be prepared. It's like the first date, when you are
Mhm.
meeting a girl or meeting a man, yeah, you have to do your preparation. So step one, analyze analysts' expectations. Analysts will form an opinion on the result of the announcement and how it could move prices. This is usually a major influence on market behavior following an announcement when traders compare them to the actual result. Yeah. So very important. For example, there are some pages like cnbc.com where you can see, for example, or read the expectation from analysts, from stocks, from markets at all. So also the different to see the different opinions and also to see the atmosphere. What is the atmosphere in the market? Yeah. Can you confirm, Matthias?
Yes, I can absolutely confirm, but I was searching for another word for the sentiment. The
Sentiment.
sentiment was
Yes,
what I'm looking
correct.
for.
Correct. The sentiment. Can I think I just told last time the story with Barack Obama. Barack
No.
Obama, the last president. The last president was one time per month informed by his National Security Agency, by the NSA, regarding the whole email traffics in America. And
Hmm.
the email traffics were watched by the NSA by specific words just to see the atmosphere in the people.
Hmm.
Yeah, how the people are they negative, are they positive, or have they got a depression, everything. And the
Hmm.
president was informed about the atmosphere from the American people by the NSA. So you can see the atmosphere is very, very important.
Oh, that I didn't know that.
Yeah, one time per month from
And
the NSA.
about the internet research and or email.
The email traffic. The
Wow.
email traffic with specific words. They are searching for specific words, or they search for that, and then they give or the information to the president about the atmosphere, yeah,
Hmm.
about the attitude of the people in the
Yeah,
country.
more positive or more negative
Yes,
words in it and so on.
yes,
Okay.
correct. Very, very interesting. So you can see it is very, very important. So the second step, of course, is build possible scenarios. Once you have the analyst expectations, you then prepare for different scenarios so you can respond quickly when the real figures arrive. We called them, I can remember, count on the best scenario and expect the worst
Yeah,
scenario.
yeah. And it's always good to have a what if scenario. So what if and so on, so that you have every time a solution for any problem that arise.
Yes,
That is possible.
yes. It's like a chess game,
Yeah.
with every move, and you have to
And
calculate in your head,
reaction.
yeah, the reaction. Correct. It's very, very important. So, step three, regarding preparing your day, observe the current market conditions. Now that you have your trading scenarios, you should see what the current market conditions are. Is the market trending or ranging? Of course. So this is the reason why I also tell to the people, if you have got open positions, please keep your eyes on the screen. So this is my opinion. I
Yeah,
don't know exactly what is your
absolutely agree.
opinion, but to be a lazy guy and say, okay, I've got an artificial intelligence program that can do anything, I will put it in there, shut off my screen, and go away. So I think it doesn't work.
Mhm.
Still, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it depends a little bit on the position size, on the time frame you are trading, and of course, if the news is relevant to your position. But in general, I absolutely agree.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, and okay, last but not least, keep in mind the cost of trading. Another important issue you need to consider is the fact that the cost of trading can go up when news is released.
Yeah. So
Best
the spread,
example is forex trading.
yeah, the spread is widening, and in most cases, you will have slippage. Slippage is a kind of more costs for your trading. So you can enter the trade or exiting the trade with to a worse price, I would say.
Yeah. And you know what? This is the benefit of regulated products like stocks or options or futures, yeah, at regulated markets because the spreads are limited by the regulatories. But if you trade OTC products like Forex or CFDs, there is no regulation regarding the spreads.
The moneymaker
Yeah. Yeah.
is the man.
Yeah. The moneymaker is the man. So this is also very, very important. Keep in mind the costs of trading, especially when you are trading OTCs and Forex and CFDs. I know a lot of cases where clients has been stopped out because of the high spread made by the moneymaker and because
Market
of
maker, sorry,
yeah, market
I
maker,
used the
sorry.
wrong word.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, by the market maker, made by the market maker, and a lot of people I know regarding, for example, very the important news like the GDPE news from the USA or the non-farm payrolls or other inflation numbers, yeah, from
Mm.
Europe or from the USA. I know, unfortunately, a lot of cases where people made a lot of money not because of the market, because of the spreads by the market maker.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately. So this was the last page, I would say,
Mhm.
regarding our news trading how. And yes, if you have got question, now you have got the chance to write it in the screen. This is also powered by XM. We can also show you uh, on this email address. You can contact us anytime and any questions. And if you want to have detailed informations or detailed courses regarding news trading, because this was only a small part of news trading content, then become a member, a premium member of Tradimo. Now we started with a campaign, I think, Matthias, for a while ago, and it's still running, yeah, with a €1 campaign.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, still running. So you would start the first month with €1 instead of 49 euros, and then you can see a lot of courses of Tradimo, news trading, option trading, stock trading, future trading, everything what is important, and you will get more deeper informations for the market.
Mhm.
And for everyone who is beginner, yeah, just try out XM demo accounts and just trying out the markets to trade a little bit. And yes, of course, also during the session, for example, using the economic calendar, how the trading is going on.
Mhm. And I have posted two links in the chat box. So the first one is about news trading, a course that we offer.
Mhm.
And this is a very, very cheap course. And of course, you can buy it. Or if you become a premium member, then of course, this course is for free for you.
Yes, this is, and if you want, yes, the €1 account, the €1 campaign, you have right in the
In the
uh,
voucher field. Mhm.
yes, in the voucher field in the paying process this code, and then you will apply for the first month with €1.
Okay, it's Tradimo FX1, not Tradimo
Yes,
1. Okay,
that's the
okay.
code.
Good to
That's the
know
code.
that.
Okay, good. Yeah, I would appreciate everyone who has attended to the webinar after the webinar to give us a feedback, yeah, and positive, negative, and so that we can work in the future for, yeah, I think, yeah, more and deeper content. And yes, this webinar is recorded, so it will be uploaded, I think, tomorrow, and so you will get the chance to watch this once again. But you will be informed via email.
Great.
Matthias, I think that was all, yeah?
Yes, so I don't see any further questions or typing. So yeah, that's it, I guess.
Okay. Thanks for your participation. And yeah, I hope I see you soon. And thanks, Matthias, yeah, for
Yeah,
your.
you're welcome. You're welcome. Have a nice evening, guys. Bye.
Okay, you too. Bye.